dream of fairies and princesses? Then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli.
And I'm Patrick.
And Patrick Dougal.
What up?
It's the season 3 finale of Disney Coast to Coast today.
The end.
The end of this season.
For now.
The end for now. Of course, something big came out this past weekend. Rogue One, Star Wars. I think we're all very excited about that. And of course, we're going to talk about that. But we have to keep our tradition of going back to the first episode of the season where we named our top 3 things that we were looking most forward to in the Disney universe.
If I remember them. For
2016, and kind of see how we did as far as enjoyability and all that goes. I didn't remember them either, but went back and watched. And, well, you want to talk about one of yours first?
Well, I think we both had Shanghai Disney down.
Yes, we did. Shanghai Disneyland, of course.
Obviously, we didn't experience Shanghai Disney, or haven't experienced it.
Yeah, not in person.
Yeah. Shanghai Disney has been mixed.
Really?
For me.
Okay.
Like, it's a beautiful park, but I've heard that there's been troubles. I've had people who have gone, still not the best park.
Yeah.
They've been to. I've had over expectations since it's like the newest park. It should have like the newest stuff. Obviously, Pirates looks amazing.
I was gonna say,
and I'm sure it's amazing. Their castle's crazy. But I think one factor I wasn't even thinking about was just how the culture treats Disney over there, or just like the culture in general over there is a lot different.
Yeah.
So there's weird rules and a lot of things that are like for me it seems like it's taking away from the park. But I don't know, Shanghai Disney, like I've wanted to go. Mm-hmm. Now I'm like, I can wait.
Oh, all right. Pirates of the Caribbean alone makes me want to go. One of the things that I was concerned about was the castle. I was not sold on the look or renderings of the castle before it was built. Of course, this was January 2016. We were talking about this. I have definitely grown. The castle has grown on me, especially at nighttime. I think it's beautiful. Daytime is still a little weird to me. It's still not my favorite castle. Disneyland Paris still wins for me. I think Disneyland Paris's castle is beautiful. But overall, I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean blew my mind. The thing you were most excited about was the Tron roller coaster.
Was that?
Yeah, you were like very excited for that. So how did that compare for you?
I mean, it looks cool.
It looks cool.
I mean, I can't say more than what I've seen.
Yeah, I didn't know if like you saw it and was like, oh, doesn't look that great. No, it looks cool. Cool. So that was Shanghai. That was on both of our lists. How about something that was
I know there's something on there that like still didn't happen this year.
Well, I mean, one of the things on your list was nighttime at the Animal Kingdom.
Yes.
How was that for you? The disappointment of 2016?
No, I mean, it was still a mixed bag. I mean, just having Animal Kingdom open later in general is great. Mm-hmm. However, most of the offerings were not that great. Nighttime Safari, Animal Kingdom, not good.
Yeah.
The projection shows on the Tree of Life are fun.
Great.
And a great addition. I really liked them and I enjoyed them. Riding Expedition Everest at night is also a lot of fun. And one of the big offerings never came, which was Rivers of Light.
Which was one of the things on my list.
Yes.
I gotta be honest, now I'm over River. Like, I don't even care.
Yeah.
But I'll put it to you this way, like, this is kind of a lie, but I'm stretching the truth here a little. If I were to go back to Walt Disney World and there was like Rivers of Light is showing, or the Star Wars Spectacular at Disney's Hollywood Studios, which I've already seen, I would be very tempted to go back to the Hollywood Studios and just be like, skip Rivers of Light. Now, I wouldn't really do that, but I'm just so over it at this point. And of course, there's been cast member previews, which we've discussed, I think. Reviews are very mixed. From what I understand, they're still reworking the show because they're
it's been delayed even more.
Yeah, well, they never
cast member previews.
And they never gave us a date, though, did
they? Just in general, I know it's been delayed even more.
Unbelievable. So, Rivers of Light still not happening. But yeah, nighttime Animal Kingdom overall, I'd give it a solid C-.
I'm just waiting for Avatar Land.
Yeah. God, that better be amazing. That better be mind-blowingly good. But then there was something on my list that definitely perfection to me. Hunchback of Notre Dame, the score, this cast album of Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame. I still listen to it regularly. I think it's been replaced by Hamilton for you.
There's a lot of things.
But listen, that is just, if you still haven't listened to it, go to YouTube and YouTube Disney Theatrical Hunchback of Notre Dame. Phenomenal original cast album, or studio cast recording as they call it.
And then my last one was pretty recently. It was Moana.
Moana.
And my plus. We all know my review on Moana.
Yeah, it wasn't on my list, so I don't have to say anything. But I will quote you in saying, hopefully it will push out the Frozen trend. Do you think it did that?
I think within like the Disney community it has, but like even within the Disney community we were already over it. It's just nice to have a new princess movie next.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, who knows? I don't think it'll push out the trend, but definitely, I know some people who have kids who are now asking for a lot of Moana stuff instead of Frozen.
Nice.
So there you go.
So yeah, that was our review of our first episode of 2016. As I said, we both had Shanghai Disneyland. He had Nighttime at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I more specifically had Rivers of Light. And then I chose Hunchback album, and you chose Moana. So if you didn't see that first episode, go back and watch episode 1 of season 3 of Disney Coast to Coast.
And get ready for our first episode of season 4.
Season 4,
where we'll talk about our 2017 hopes and dreams.
I've already got one on that list.
Oh, I have to think about it.
I got one on that list already. But moving on from there, as we mentioned at the top of the show, something big came out.
Something big.
Little movie called Rogue One.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Shall we start with a letter grade?
Sure.
What would you give it?
Are we doing pluses and minuses too?
Oh yeah.
I'm really
into minuses.
I'm gonna do a solid A.
A solid A. I'd give it like a solid A minus. I liked it a lot. It was really good. I was very excited for it, which I gotta be honest, a year ago I wasn't sure if I would be, because as I had mentioned, I feel like there's great potential for Star Wars oversaturation, or as I like to call it, the Neil Patrick Harris effect. And I didn't feel that way. Like as December rolled around, I was like, no, there's a new Star Wars. I'm pretty excited about this. So can we just start at the very, very, very beginning and?
Okay, spoilers.
Oh, spoilers.
Totally spoilers.
It's been out for a weekend now. Skip ahead 10 minutes or something if you haven't seen it.
Okay, I'll start at the beginning and why I wouldn't give it like an A+. I wasn't really into the exposition of the beginning with like the character introductions. I feel it was like, here's a character cut, here's a character cut, here's a character cut. And I was like, there's not really much going on. But the entire latter half of the movie just like blew my mind.
Well, can we start even earlier than that?
Sure.
And the fact that there was no Star Wars crawl?
Oh, yeah.
This was so jarring to me.
Oh, really?
I believe
I knew like a month ago there was like...
Oh, okay. I didn't know
it's
that.
not an episode, so there's not a crawl.
So I think I've even said on this show, I was hoping there wasn't one, because I was hoping they would keep that just for the episodes within the saga. But I gotta say, it's weird to see a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away
and just cut to
like
planet.
Hard cut. Dun, 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 dun. It was so strange. It was a weird feeling. But yeah, that's a little thing. What else did you love about it? What were your favorite things about it?
A lot of things. Definitely still a lot of fan servicing. Mm-hmm. Which is great, but
which is my favorite stuff.
I mean, everyone goes crazy over it. I saw like the very first showing on a Thursday night, and every time like something little happened, everyone was like, ah! Yeah. But there's a lot of like even parallels. I mean, I think I'm totally blanking on everyone's name, but
Princess Leia.
No.
I don't know the main characters' names. Yeah.
The blind Force guy and his friend are very similar to like the great like dual pairings of like within Star Wars movies, like C-3PO and R2-D2 and like all this stuff.
A lot of comedy.
K2SO is a great like
he's the C-3PO
parallel to
of the
C-3PO,
film.
but like totally sassier and more BA.
The blind guy, one of my favorite moments was when they're captured and they put a hood over the blind guy.
He's like,
And
I'm blind.
Really? I'm blind. It was a lot of laugh out loud moments in this film. The score is great. The musical score was Giacchino, who did not Lost World, Jurassic World and Inside Out. Great score. A lot of, like, even I think the first notes of the film might have been like bam bam, and then it goes into something else.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of little hints. There's a little bit of like original John Williams stuff. You'll get a little bit of the Imperial March and such, but it usually is like the first few notes are recognizable and then becomes something else, which was kind of great. I loved it. Really good stuff there. Okay, can we just talk about the actors that are computers? Like,
yes.
Okay. So here's the thing. I was not aware that this was happening. I didn't really research this film a bunch more than just like watching trailers. And yeah, there was some crazy stuff happening.
There's the craziest thing is, okay, we all know the one at the end was like really quick, but there's a key supporting character
who's dead,
who
in
died
real life.
in 1994, Peter Cushing, who's completely CGI'd.
So yeah, when they first showed his character, what's his character's name? I'm so bad at names.
It's like General
something or other. When they first showed this actor, I knew he had died because obviously that was big news when it happened. Did you say 1994? Oh my goodness, I didn't realize it was that long ago. I thought they found a lookalike, and I was like, that is one of the best lookalikes I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's crazy. And I was like, I don't know if they did some makeup to make him look more like him or what. Okay. Then I saw Princess Leia at the end, a young Princess Leia who clearly wasn't Carrie Fisher today. And I was like, oh, okay, so she's CG, so he must have been CG as well. Did you know this going in?
No.
Okay. Was this a secret, or is it just something we weren't paying attention to?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was rumors about it a couple weeks before, but I don't. Nothing was released that they were like official.
I don't know how I feel about this. Of course,
it's like scary.
Yes. It's of course the Jeff who loves continuity is all for it.
Yeah.
The Jeff who is in fear of actors being replaced by computers is scared to death of it. I'm assuming it was one of those situations where it was an actor walking around with a green hood on, and it was later replaced by an animated head. And they got a voice match. I'm assuming the same, although I could be wrong, even for Princess Leia, because Carrie Fisher doesn't sound like that anymore. It was probably a voice match, but well done is all I can say about that, but disturbing. And like you said, Leia's a small part.
Yeah.
Other character, major part of the film.
It's like a key supporting character.
So, yeah, it was crazy. I really enjoyed the movie, though. It was a lot of fun. I did feel like it was a little longer than it needed to be, maybe. It went like, I don't know, 15 minutes longer than by the end, I'm like, okay, there's a battle going on. It's fine. We're cutting between the two worlds.
I literally, as soon as they get to the Imperial base planet.
That did it for you?
From then on, blew my mind. I think that was honestly the great, everything that was happening, the three different, stories that were going on between Jen and Cap. I forgot his name right there. It was already 3 days ago. They're going to get the plans. You have the forces on the ground trying to get, and then you have the space battle trying to knock the shield down. All those three things going on. I think that was probably the greatest Star Wars battle I've seen in any Star Wars movie.
It's kind of the Star Wars formula. There always tends to be multiple battles going on at once that you're cutting between. So, it stuck to the formula. It was really enjoyable. I love the fact that the movie essentially ends right where episode 4 begins. Yeah. You're seeing things you recognize. And oh my God, that's the door that Darth Vader comes through at the beginning of episode 4. Crazy stuff like that.
The scroll for episode 4 is basically what happened.
Yeah. I gotta say, I love this concept of filling in the holes with this. And
did you get my thing was I loved how they tied in the episode name of 4, A New Hope.
Oh, yeah.
Literally the last line, they were like, someone's like, what's that? And Leia's like, hope. And you're like, oh, A New Hope.
Yeah.
Because a lot of this movie is like, the whole, everyone says hope like 80 times.
Literally just got chills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I loved
cool.
that moment. That was a really, that was a nerd moment for me.
That in the last Darth Vader scene where he's like running through, like just tearing through that ship was so cool.
Yeah.
Those
good stuff.
those last couple scenes and huge. Like, I didn't see this coming, and I applaud Disney for even going to this height and, like, sacrificing merchandise and everything. But everyone died.
Everyone died, but they had to.
I don't know if they had to kill everyone.
Well, because we never see them in the rest of the story.
yeah.
But I did
But
think
it could
that. I
just
was
be
like,
like-
oh, Jesus, everybody's dead. Yeah.
But I think that even in terms of, like, I don't know, to me, merchandise standpoint or something is, like, you're just, like...
You can buy dead characters. People do it all. A lot of our villains are dead. We still buy their merch.
Yeah, but the heroes.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Everyone. Literally, you can buy a box set of all the characters and all the people died.
Obi-Wan. Well, that's a fun play set. As a kid, you're dead. Pew, you're dead.
Yeah.
So,
But
it was great.
I loved that everyone died.
Yeah,
It's
no,
super sad, but I was just like, oh, everyone's dying, and it's crazy because I guess that's like war.
Yeah. It's the Star Wars. Yeah. Overall, great movie. And then next year we get episode 8.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
It's insane. I think I read an article, Kathleen Kennedy, so she's going to let Rogue One breathe a little, but we can expect some footage in spring.
Yeah, I definitely, as much as I enjoyed Rogue One, it didn't feel like a saga film, if that makes sense. Like, there was something just about the energy in the room of, this is cool, it's Star Wars, but it's not Star Wars. And, there's a difference, but it was great.
I loved it.
So
many little things. C-3PO-R2-D2 made a little cameo.
Yes, they did, which was super cute.
Yeah, everyone freaked out over it. A lot of people freaked out over, I don't know if you remember the first time they were going into, the Rebels went into battle and they were doing the whole, the Red Leader 1 standing by, and everyone's like freaking out.
At one point, some character said it's a trap. Do you remember this?
I don't remember that.
I feel like I remember. Oh God, who was it?
I don't think
I feel like
so.
I heard it's a trap, and I was like, it's a trap, but it wasn't him saying it. Of course, I feel like
if that would happen, everyone would have went crazy.
I feel like I heard that. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Let us know.
But yeah, in any case, that happened. It was huge. Congratulations. I don't know what the weekend numbers are, but I'm sure they're ginormous. And speaking of Star Wars, there's a little parody that the Muppets used to do on the original Muppet Show called Pigs in Space. Pigs in Space. Do you remember this? It's from the 70s, so it's like before our time.
No.
But I remember seeing it on repeat. And it starred Miss Piggy, and it was just one small segment on the Muppet Show. It's back.
Oh.
The Muppets have a YouTube channel, if you don't know, where they do a lot of like short videos, and they've brought back Pigs in Space, which is kind of crazy and awesome, and once again playing into the nostalgia factor that we're all living through today. I saw the episode. Did you happen to catch it?
No.
It didn't really rock my world. It was kind of like an alien spoof where the alien, I think it's aliens, I've actually never seen it, but the alien pops out of the stomach of somebody, and it was, oh goodness, the little shrimp guy, Pepe. It was Pepe popping out, and it was funny. It was cute. It was nice to have that back. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of that on the Muppets YouTube channel. So if you don't follow the Muppets, follow the Muppets, because that's good stuff. I enjoy the Muppets. I don't know if you knew that about me.
Maybe.
Something interesting and a little strange, although I think I figured out why they did it. They're celebrating Walt Week, or they did. If you don't know, December 15th is the anniversary of Walt Disney's death. And this year marks the 50th anniversary, which is why I think they did it. It was a little confusing. I was like, why not celebrate this on his birthday, which is just December 5th?
Yeah.
Just 10 days prior. But this year's his 115th birthday, so 115th anniversary is a little different than the 50th. Like 50th is kind of a milestone. So they did this thing called Walt Week, celebrating a legacy of imagination, creativity, and innovation. At Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Hong Kong, and in Paris, they put up memory boards. And basically guests could go up and write notes to Walt or thank Walt. and put them up on these boards, and they're going to be on display at the D23 Expo in July of 2017. So I think that's kind of cool and neat. I didn't go. It was a weekday. We were both working, and but I thought it was nice. But the bigger thing that happened this day, did you see the thing I sent you, the video?
Oh, yeah. Richard Sherman did a little concert in his office.
So yeah, basically at Walt's office at the Walt Disney Studios in Burbank, California, if you don't know, they basically put his office back to its original state, bringing in original furniture and the original piano. Mm-hmm. And the famous story is that on Fridays, the Sherman brothers would often go into Walt's office and play Feed the Birds for him, which was Walt's favorite song. So they did that. And he also played and sang this song I'd never heard of. I think it's fairly new that Richard Sherman wrote, and it's called The Whimsy Works. Did you hear this? Mm-hmm. No?
No.
Okay. It's basically a song about Walt, and it's like there are lyrics like on the corner of Dopey Drive and Mickey Avenue, and like she's talking about the studio and about Walt, and basically at the time they were making a lot of whimsical films, and it's a beautiful song, and Richard, of course, started crying, and he got choked up. And who was in the room? Dick Van Dyke, who when he was singing "Feed the Birds," Dick Van Dyke joined in. You could see him in the background singing along. Dick Van Dyke was there. John Lasseter, Bob Iger, Leonard Maltin, a lot of bigwigs. I saw the woman who played Little Jane in Mary Poppins. I think she was there. Huge, this was a very prestigious invited group, and D23 cameras. So it was a pretty cool event, and it's just crazy to hear people who knew Walt talk about him, and 50 years later still get choked up thinking about the loss of him. So it was crazy, and I'm thrilled that the company doesn't forget milestones like this because it's obviously important. Yeah, so you need to check out the video.
I did. I watched the first.
Oh, you didn't watch you didn't hear the Whimsy Works. Yeah. The Whimsy Works is crazy. It's such a good song. Moving on from there, we have a little bit of Disney Cruise Line news. Mm-hmm. We had talked about this a while ago, but Tiana's place has officially opened on the Disney Wonder. Did you see any footage? Or
I've seen a couple footage. They have there's like a live band and a stage, and I don't know if on a normal night Tiana walks around, but she's in
she's there.
Okay, but she from what I've seen, she's in a totally different costume, jazzy, flashy, something we've never seen in the movie costume.
I think we have seen it in the movie.
Oh, have we?
I think it's goodness, what song is it? There's definitely artwork I've seen of Tiana in this white dress with the white boa, and isn't there
it's the poster of her.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's what she wants to be,
and that's what she's wearing at Tiana's place. I thought this was super cool. Frankly, I am so bummed this restaurant isn't in New Orleans Square at Disneyland. I know. This is so unacceptable to me on so many levels. But I'm happy it's on the Disney Wonder and that they get to enjoy it. It's just. Oh, it looks so cool.
And there's beignets.
And there's beignets, indeed.
Obviously.
And I'm sure in the fall there's probably pumpkin beignets.
Maybe whatever Tiana wants to do.
Are there mint beignets right now? Do they have those at Disneyland?
They've been switching it up. This year they didn't have pumpkin beignets. It was butterscotch.
Ooh.
And usually for Christmas they do peppermint dust.
Ooh.
But I don't know. Could still be peppermint dust right now.
On a totally different note, try the holiday soup at the bread bowl place at DCA.
What is it?
It's turkey pot pie. So basically in a bread bowl, you're getting the insides of a turkey pot pie as the soup, and it's delicious, is all I can say about it. It's really, 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 really good.
Good to know.
So try that. Let's see. Guys, Christmas is right around the corner.
So close.
I was going to say magic is right around the corner, but
that too.
There's always magic around the corner. No, Christmas is right around the corner, so we do want to remind you about the magical Christmas celebration on ABC. Now, and a lot of people these days kind of don't have cable because everybody just Netflixes and Hulus and all that stuff.
Cable.
But here's the good news.
Good news.
You can watch it on the ABC and Disney Channel apps. Ooh.
Awesome.
So make sure you get that. There are a lot of performances. Is it Alicia Cara?
Alicia
That's what I said. Alicia Cara. Mariah Carey, Sophia Carson, Kelly Clarkson, Gavin DeGraw, Jordan Fisher, One Republic, Trisha Yearwood, and Garth Brooks. If a lot of these names sound familiar, you're correct. These are people that were in
the
Thanksgiving specials. I do think in a couple of cases we may get same performances.
I
think Mariah, right?
I don't know. But even so, I think they just filmed them all on the same the same time, because I definitely saw like pictures of some people who weren't in the Thanksgiving one but are in the Christmas one, but they filmed it when they were filming it.
Yeah, I think they took like a week and shot everything, and I've just been holding on to it. I think it's a little weird that they're repeating, like literally using the same footage. At least that's what they did with the Descendants and the Thanksgiving one. And it sounds like, because they said Mariah Carey is going to perform one of her biggest Christmas hits. And come on, that's All I Want for Christmas Is You, which is already done on the Thanksgiving one. So I could be wrong, though. We'll find out. But make sure you check that out. The Huff siblings are hosting. And, of course, we'll see some Christmas Day parade from the parks as well, which is always fun. So Christmas morning.
Yay.
Oh, boy. Right?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. What else? Oh, well, if Christmas is around the corner, right beyond that, New Year's Eve.
New Year's!
And there's a new party going on at Walt Disney World for a measly $225.
That's it.
You can enjoy a, what are they calling it? Disney Countdown to Midnight. Ooh. And this is happening at the Contemporary Resort in the Convention Center. I'm just going to read the official description of this.
Okay.
Let's see. The ticketed event will take place December 31st, 2016, beginning at 8 at the hotel's Convention Center. There, guests can ring in 2017 in the Fantasia Ballroom by dancing to music spanning from the 60s to today and trying the best of the best bites and wine pairings from California Grill, Flying Fish, Citricos, and Narsusis. Am I saying that right?
I don't know where that is.
I don't either. Guests can also enjoy the group Alter Ego as they perform their extravagant music and dance-filled review. Then stroll outside to catch a unique musical act playing songs of today with a retro twist. The event will be highlighted with Magic Kingdom Park fireworks viewing and a champagne toast. There will also be themed photo backdrops and props to help you capture the memories of the evening and receive a souvenir to commemorate the night. There you go.
So, $225 starts at 8. It's 4 hours.
Probably goes to like 1. Okay, is my guess.
Hours.
And yeah,
I mean those are pretty nice restaurants.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I expected that that sounds like some pretty nice food.
So the food will be good. Probably unlimited alcohol. Viewing of the fireworks, which I mean you could probably get anyway, even if you weren't at the party. It's one of those things. If you got money to blow, why not do it? I guess it probably sold out. They went on sale in July. So
okay.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they're gone. But I just, that's a little...
From what I've never gone to experience it. I don't know why. I feel like I was either always working or doing
at Magic
something.
Kingdom?
No. I was doing something. But from what I've seen, Epcot seems like the place to be for New Year's.
Now, our buddy Aaron Wallace, he was talking to me. He did Epcot at New Year's one year and said he will never go back. Because
it's crazy. It's literally insane.
His argument was this. Apparently their fireworks went off at 12:07. And he was not happy that all of the surrounding parks had their midnight.
Boo.
It really I'm going to tell a quick Aaron story. If you don't know Aaron Wallace, he has a podcast called Zippity Doo Pod, and he wrote that Hocus Pocus book we did a giveaway for and many other books. But he has a fun Halloween tradition where at midnight on Halloween, he rips down his Halloween decorations, puts up his Christmas ones, and blasts Christmas music.
That's disgusting.
He loves Christmas, so that's his big Christmas tradition. And so I feel like doing things right on time at midnight is important to him.
That's disgusting. Epcot, for one, has the best fireworks. Although it is crazy crowded. Every pavilion has their own like little parties.
Oh,
so
that's
you can
cool.
go to like
Party around the world.
7 different parties. However, if the fireworks go off 3 minutes later, it's not a big deal.
It was 7 minutes.
You can calm down. You can calm down.
I love it. Happy New Year's, Aaron. That's so funny. It sounds like a cool party. It sounds like a pricey ticket. The nice thing about a $225 ticket is I assume that means adults only, which is kind of nice. But yeah. And then, of course, speaking of New Year's, the Lunar New Year has become this big thing at Disney California Adventure. I think you've experienced it, have you not?
Yeah.
How is it? I've never done it.
I mean, it's the same as like what Viva Navidad is, but like Lunar New Year. They have like a little show. There's like more little acts of like Asian culture where they have I think they have one of those. I don't even know what the shows are kind of called, but they bring out like that dragon thing.
Oh yeah.
You can meet Mickey and Minnie in like their lunar garb and all that fun
Lunar
stuff.
garb. I like that.
That's what they call it.
I'm gonna read the official description of that. Let's see, because this is something that hasn't been done before. Each night before World of Color, the Lunar New Year celebration will culminate in a new 6-minute pre-show called Hurry Home, presented in water, animation, and special effects on Paradise Bay. This charming story of a little lantern on its journey home to join its lantern family in celebrating Lunar New Year features animated appearances by Mulan and Mushu in dream sequences, inspired by traditional Chinese paper cutout style animation, and a score highlighted by an original arrangement of the music created for the grand opening of Shanghai Disney Resort. So that's kind of cool.
That's cool, yeah.
Little pre-show for Walk. Did I just in your face?
Nope.
Oh, okay. You gave a look like you flinched.
No, I was saying
Oh,
yeah.
okay, you're just agreeing.
Yeah.
Cool. It's expanding to 17 days this year. It's January 20th to
longer.
February 5th. Like I said, I've never experienced it. Because I think it was only like a weekend before, right?
Yeah, it was maybe a couple weekends, but it's definitely longer this year.
Cool. So that sounds kind of cool. As you said, Mickey, Minnie, Mushu, and Mulan are there for meet and greets. Asian food, of course, because selling food is like the new thing. And entertainment. Sounds cool. I'm going to have to check it out this year. It's like my Viva Navidad. I finally checked that out. Now I'm going to check out Lunar New Year.
One day I'll see World of Color.
Oh my goodness, you still haven't seen World of Color Season of Light.
Yeah. No.
That is pathetic.
Sorry.
And ladies and gentlemen, 2 weeks of blackouts. This is a new feel, and not that it matters, we're out of town, but this is a new thing to know that we cannot get into Disneyland
Yeah.
pretty soon. And as we mentioned last week, the Main Street Electrical Parade is coming back. But this was this is a little something that I found. If you live in California, you might know about the Newport Beach Christmas Boat Parade.
I've heard of it.
It's basically the water pageant.
Yeah.
From Walt Disney World, and Disney actually made a Main Street Electrical Parade boat float for this. So it already premiered. Mickey was on the boat. The Newport Beach Christmas Boat Parade is multiple nights. You can check the schedule online, but I don't know if... I would assume Disney's boat will be part of it every night. I don't know if Mickey will be there every night, but I thought it was kind of a cool little marketing thing that they did. And on top of that, the Magic Band 2 and the Keychain are coming in December to Walt Disney World. So if you want to get those, there's going to be limited designs, of course. People will go crazy over this. Is the new pin collecting, I have a feeling. And but the cool thing is it's not just wristbands anymore. Now they're going to have keychains that you can plop that little puck into. So change is coming with the Magic Bands. Any other news you want to mention before we move on to some trivia and such?
I don't think so.
It's crazy. The holidays are here.
So we're almost done with season 3.
I know, it's so close, but we got a few minutes left.
We got a few minutes left.
Because I want to give a shout out to Jamie, which I think just means Jamie, like really stretched out. Jamie left a 5-star written review. Love listening to you guys. I get half my Disney news from your podcast. Your chemistry and interactions are great, and I live for Jeff's random singing. You guys are awesome. So what I have to say to that is, you're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you for the 5-star written review. If you want a shout out on the show, just leave us a 5-star written review on iTunes. It's that simple. We're currently at 89 of those.
Whoa.
We would love to be at 100 by the time season 4 premieres on January 25th, 2017.
That'd be cool.
So why don't you head there, leave a little review, help us get to that little milestone. And I'll tell you what, if we get there, we have 1 confetti cannon left.
Oh, we do.
We will have a confetti cannon filled episode for the season 4 premiere of Disney Coast to Coast. Only if we reach 100 of those 5-star written reviews on iTunes. So go there, do it, convince your friends to do the same thing. It really helps people find the show. We would appreciate that. And of course, guys, if you just found us this season or a week ago or wherever it was, thanks for finding us. As we mentioned, we do have a hiatus coming up. We will have mini episodes every Wednesday up until the season 4 premiere. But take this time. You're traveling, you get time on an airplane or in a car, whatever you're doing. Download some old episodes and listen to catch up. Play catch up.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. We got, I can't even figure out how many. 3 seasons, about 50 episodes a season. It's like 150-ish episodes. It's a lot of hours.
Averaging about 30 minutes. You got like 70 hours.
Yeah, it's a long time. But yeah, that's all I got. Is it time?
I think it's time.
It's trivia time. You got a trivia for me?
I do.
What is it?
Let's see if you know. It's kind of easy if you just
pay attention.
Obviously, within the Disney Star Wars universe now, we are getting a Star Wars movie pretty much every December.
Yes.
Next, 2017, we will be getting episode 8, and then we are getting another standalone film. Do you know what that standalone film that is?
I think it's a Han Solo origin story, isn't it?
That is correct!
Is there a title for it?
No. I just wanted to see if you knew what it was going to be about.
Han Solo.
Yeah. And,
Han Solo.
They already cast someone. I totally forgot his name already.
Yeah.
We're not good with names, guys.
Oh, I'm the worst with names. I'm the worst.
But he's already been cast. But then it had me thinking, why does Han Solo just play Han Solo and they just digitalize a younger Han Solo?
It's true. Hey, listen. That's the danger, though. Like, that's honestly... Listen.
Like, we can just have a younger Harrison Ford digitalize the whole movie.
It depends on how much younger he's supposed to be, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a dangerous slope we're on.
But yeah.
I've actually got 2 trivias for you because I found out one during Star Wars last night that kind of blew my mind, and I want to hear if I'm just the only stupid one here. But before we get to the Star Wars,
if I don't know it, I'm stupid.
Well, it's more like it's not that you're going to be stupid. You're going to be like mind blown. In fact, I'll just start with it because I'm talking about in the original Star Wars trilogy.
Yes.
What color is C-3PO's lower right leg?
Silver. Or red.
No, it's silver. How did you know that? I thought the C-3PO was gold head to toe.
No, his leg is silver.
I had no idea about this.
His arm is red in
yes, the prequels.
I was like,
not the prequels. In 7.
Yeah, silver.
I was dumbfounded when somebody told me this, and so of course I Google image it immediately, and I'm like, holy moly, it's a silver. Like, why is the visual in my mind of C-3PO is just gold head to toe?
Because he's mostly gold.
I want to know how we got that silver leg. I don't think we've ever been told that, have we?
Well, maybe we will in another anthology.
He loses the red arm.
C-3PO's origin story.
Yeah, he loses a red arm. Actually, I don't know. I'm blown away. Okay, well, that wasn't your real trivia.
Okay, well, I got it right.
Well, earlier today I was talking about the thing I was excited about last year was the Hunchback album. And that show, the Disney theatrical production of Hunchback Notre Dame, originated at La Jolla Playhouse in San Diego, California. Or is it La Jolla, California? And Disney Theatrical I don't know if they're premiering, but they're doing a production of a new Disney theatrical musical there this upcoming year.
What?
Yeah, do you know what it is?
No. Is it an older, newish?
It's like, if I had to guess, it's say late 90s, maybe early 2000s.
Is it Hercules?
Nope, it's not animated.
Because that would be awesome.
It's not animated.
Was the movie a musical?
No.
Oh. Weird.
It's going to be a musical comedy.
Oh. And not animated.
Yeah.
90s.
It's kind of an interesting choice. Like,
I don't want to say like pirates, but it's
not pirates. Let's go. I'm trying to give you a hint, and now, of course, I'm blanking on the woman's name because that's what I do. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
There's been a Freaky Friday musical.
I didn't think that like the Disney one.
I don't think Disney put it on, but like people have made Freaky Friday movies.
Well, now there's an official Disney theatrical one. I don't think it's heading to Broadway or anything. If that gets to Broadway and Hunchback didn't, somebody's gonna have to fight with me. I'm gonna fight with Schumacher if that happens.
But what if it's like really good?
To be honest, I'm not running to the theater to see it. If I can find a cheap ticket, maybe I'll go. But I'm not super excited about it, but I found it interesting. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this week. Of course, we want to wish you all a very happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, Happy everything.
Whoa, a lot of happies.
A lot of happies. And I just want to give, or we do, I'm sure you'll agree with me on this. Thank you so much to all of the cast members who are working this holiday season.
Oh, yeah.
I know it stinks to work.
I've been there.
Yeah, it stinks to work on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or whatever. But thank you so much for bringing the magic to us, even on the days that we're celebrating days off, but you're not so much. So thank you. And of course, thanks to all of you for watching another season of Disney Coast to Coast. As we mentioned, mini-sodes every week until we have the season 4 premiere January 25th, 2017.
Yep.
I think that's going to do it for us.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining. We will see you next week with a mini-sode, guys.
Bye. I was going to say, and then in 2017 with the episode of season 4.
What? Season 4?
Season 4. I keep saying episode.
Big announcements coming for season 4 as well.
Crazy.
So some new stuff coming to the show. So make sure you tune in to that season premiere. Have a fantastic week, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
This show starts so big, like it's crazy. There's no like warm up, like music gets louder. It's just like it just starts exploding from the beginning. Christmas, exactly. Christmas blast everywhere. All the fountains start like aiming toward the center together, and basically looks like the water's battling each other. And it's just
World of Color, Jingle Bam.
Yeah, okay, between the new shows this year, World of Color Season of Light kicks Jingle Bam's butt.